Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Scholarite. This is a new video on the video series for JavaScript for beginners. In this video, we are going to discuss operator types. In the previous video, we discussed about operators and how we can declare and use operators. In this video, we are going to discuss the type of operators that are present in JavaScript. Since operators is a very generic concept, so it will be present in most of the programming language that you would like to learn. I have, however, created a graph here so that we can easily understand and dictate what are the types of operators that we can use in JavaScript. I have listed 5 groups here, and those are arithmetic operators, comparison operators, bitwise operators, logical and assignment operators. We will go through each of these operators and understand the type of operations that can be performed under these types. The first type of operator, that is the arithmetic operator. When we say arithmetic operator, what we basically mean is mathematical operations. So it could be adding two numbers, subtracting two numbers, multiplication or division. Let me consider a simple example here, which is 10 plus 20. You can see that the two numbers are 10 and 20, and the operator that I am using is addition. So this is one of the arithmetic operator. You can also perform subtractions on these numbers. For example, 20 minus 10. This is one example of performing subtraction on operands. To perform multiplication on the same numbers, we can use the star symbol. This symbol in programming represents multiplication. So when I perform 10 star 20, it is basically meaning 10 into 20, which is 200. So this is a multiplication operator, or we could generally say it is an arithmetic operator which helps us to multiply two numbers. In order to perform division of two numbers, we'll have to use the divide sign here. So this is how you declare the division operator, 20 divided by 10. Apart from these arithmetic operators, there are also many more arithmetic operators which are present. I have taken these 4 examples because these are most of the common used operators. Coming to the next category of operator types, which is the comparison operator. This is basically used to compare the operands. I have listed 4 comparison operators here. The first one is equal to, second one is deep equal, third one is not equal, fourth one is greater than. So if we were to understand the first comparison operator, which is equal to, I've taken a simple example for equals to comparison operator, where I'm trying to check if 2 is equals to 2. The operator here that you can see is the comparison operator. This is going to check if the operand on the left side is equal to the operand on the right side. And if that is true, it is going to give you a response of true. And if it is false, it is going to give you a response of false. These two operands are equal. It is going to give you a response of true. Coming to the next operator type for comparison operator, which is deep equal. The previous operator that we discussed was equal to operator. The only difference between equal to and deep equal is also going to check the type of the operand. For example, if I were to check 2, which is number, with 2, which is a string, I have added 2 within quotes, so this means that this 2 is a string. To represent deep equals, we are going to use 3 equal to symbols. So if I were to check this expression where 2 is deep equal to 2, it would give me result as false, because the value is same, but the type here is not same. This operand over here is of type number, and this operand over here is of type string. But if I would check this with equal to, using only 2 equal to operators, it would give me true. Because the value is same, it would not check for type. Deep equals always checks for the type as well as the value. The third comparison operator type is not equal to. It helps us to check the operand on the left hand side if it's not equal to the operand on the right hand side. For example, if I were to check if 2 is not equal to 3, since 2 is not equals to 3, which is true, In order to perform this operation, we'll have to use the not equal to operator. So this is how you write a not equal to operator. If I were to write 2 not equal to 2, which is going to give me false, because the value of operand on the left hand side is equal to the value of operand on the right hand side. So this is going to result in false. The last type of operator that we are going to discuss in comparison operator is the greater than operator. This operator is going to check the operand on the left side if it's greater than the operand on the right hand side. For example, if I write 3 greater than 2, which is going to result in true, because the operand on the left hand side, that is 3, is greater than 2. So these are basic checks which these operators perform. There are various other comparison operators like greater than equal, less than equal, and many more. I have just mentioned few so that you just get a basic understanding of what these operators are. With that discussion, let's end the comparison operator and move to the next type of operator, which is the bitwise operator. Here there are multiple other bitwise operators, but I have just considered two, which is AND bitwise and OR bitwise. When we talk about bitwise operator, this is performed on bits. When I say bits, it's the binary calculation of digits. So let me consider x equals 1 and y equals 2. So if I were to perform x and y, or 1 and 2 for the bitwise AND, then we'll have to first find the binary of x. The binary of x as represented by zeros and 1. So here x is 1, so binary would be 0, 0, 1. So when we take y, we have to find binary of y, which is 0, 0, 1, 0. In order to perform binary AND, we'll have to make sure that both these digits need to be 1. If it's not 1, then the result here is going to be 0. So 1, 0, I don't see both the digits as 1, so it is 0. 0 and 1 is 0, this is 0. So the result of binary operation AND or bitwise AND of x and y, where x is 1 and y is 2, is 0. Similarly, let's solve another problem for bitwise OR. I am considering the same example values where x is 1 and y is 2. I want to perform x or y. So this basically means bitwise OR of x and y. Or we can also represent it as 1 or 2. To get the result of this, first we'll have to find the binary of x and binary of y. So binary of x, as you all know, is 0, 0, 0, 1, and binary of y is 0, 0, 1, 0. In order to perform the bitwise OR on these two numbers, we'll have to make sure that any digit, if 1, the result is going to be 1. Here you can see 1 and 0, so the result is going to be 1. 0 and 1, the result is going to be 1. 0 and 0. In order to calculate the value, the first place, which is the 0th place, is 2 raised to 0. Since this is binary, so the valuation is 2 raised to 0. The next valuation is 2 raised to 1. We'll have to add this. 2 raised to 1 is 2. 2 raised to 0 is 1. So the sum is 3. So if you come across these problems, this is the method of solving them. So x or y, where x is 1 and y is 2, the result is going to be 3. This is how bitwise OR and bitwise AND works. There are some other bitwise operators also. You can have a look at them. I've just taken this for example in order to explain you how the operations of bitwise operators are done.